Hey, how's everybody doing? It's back with another video. We're going to go over the trade that we took here on Google today, and there was a scalp up to the upside to where it hit this resistance. We'll go to the 1 minute chart and we'll show you what we did here. So you see that we had this resistance at 183.60. You could find this by looking at my last video with the support and resistance levels. We do have um, earnings aftermarket, pre-market on Google, but we'll show you the scalp that I did for 10% play. If we go to the SPY first, you see that S&P 500 was heading up today. We see that market open, kind of stalled out for the first 7 minutes, and then broke a resistance right here and started heading up. That resistance turned to support. You see how it came back to that support, and then started heading up again to our resistance right here at 556.60. But let's go to the play that we did on Google. So once again, price pretty much stalled out for the first 10 minutes, and then we had this resistance right here that it made. You see this resistance back on Monday, yesterday, that was the high of Google. Resistance went up to it, didn't want to break it, came down, didn't want to break it, even through after hours and pre-market yesterday. So when price opened up today, see that we went up to that resistance, came back down at 640, came back up to that resistance, broke that resistance. We got in right here on this green candle, and we took it up to this high right here. And you see that this high right here between aftermarket and pre-market is where we would have took a profit. It actually pushed past that, so we took profit at the actually height of this green candle right there. So it kept going up. We took profit right here, and on a scalp play, I think we had our entry around 50 cents, and we sold it for around 57 cents for 10, just over 10% gain, 12% gain. So I'm going to show you how we found these resistances. So you see that here on Thursday, price opened up right here at our resistance. Price opened up and it came down, right, and it fell to our support at 176.50 on Thursday. Friday didn't really do much. It just came down. But then Monday we came right back up to that resistance. You see that resistance from Thursday, and then Monday that resistance, and then today we came up and we actually broke that resistance. Once we broke that resistance, we know that price is going to shoot up and we can get calls in here. And we also had a take profit point right here from this stark down movement from when aftermarket turned to pre-market. So we got in here once this resistance broke. You see this white line? This is resistance, 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 right? So now let's go back to what happened today. You see that price broke that resistance, and then what happened? Three green candles in a row. We entered when price broke resistance. And you see how this second candle, after we entered, didn't want to come back down past it. It closed at this resistance and then started heading up above it. So that's like total confirmation that we're in the right play. We got in here, took profit up here, and then see after we took profit, it comes right back down and even broke our resistance. It kind of just stalled out. It's really just going to stall out for the rest of the day unless power hour sometime down the line down here brings us back down, which could happen, which is kind of happening right now. We go to the S&P 500, price is coming back down, but another good indication that price was going to go up past that resistance was that S&P 500 was going up. S&P 500 was going up. A lot of the market was kind of correlating in a way. Apple, Microsoft, Google. It's just that Google had the best play on it because it had a clear resistance that we wanted for it to break, and then it had a clear target that we wanted to take profit at. We did have another resistance up here, but we weren't looking for that resistance to get hit. We wanted to scale out at 10%, and that's exactly what we did. We scaled out, we took full profit, and then what happened? Boom, right back down to where our support / resistance was. So it's pretty basic. I hope you're able to see why this white line was our entry point, and why this right here, this top candle, was our take profit. It's pretty simple. Other than that, it was the only trade I took. So Hope that gives you some insights into what I saw there and why I took this trade right here. If you keep looking, it was really the only clean trade take right there. I mean, this created a new resistance, so you could have took puts right here down to the downside. Since we see that this did not break, that would have been a nice put down to the downside, but really just been stalling between 183.35 and 182.50, which is pretty stalled out. Not a big range at all. So when we go zoom out to the daily chart, not not moving at all really. And remember that Google has earnings tomorrow, so it's either going to gap up like it did on this earnings, gap way up into the 190s, or it's going to gap down like it did on this earnings, gap down to like the 170s, 160s. So and we're not going to play that. We just had a scalp today that was the most optimal. So leave a like, subscribe for more, and then I'll keep updating you on new levels and trade recaps. Thank you. Have a good one.